Morning all, 19th of June, another day in my daily diaries of looking after my wife with Parkinson's and dementia. Lovely day again today. We're going to get out today. I'm going to get her up, if she's not awake at about 11:30, 12 o'clock, and then we're going to get out for the afternoon. Go and get out in the sun, have a coffee and a stroll around somewhere. Yesterday, didn't turn out a bad day actually yesterday. She got up fairly easy. I got her up about 10 o'clock, I think just after 10. Just so in order to get her up and washed, dressed and fed before the cleaner comes at 11:30. So yeah, I sort of woke her up and she's come round pretty quick. She gets dizzy normally in the morning when I first wake her up, so I just sit on the edge of the bed first and then stand her up and then sort of usually shuffle over to the toilet. But she was a bit more, I won't say perky, but helpful, shall I say. She tried to move her feet a little bit as she walked. So yeah, it was a pretty good start to the morning. So I got a wash and dress. She had her usual breakfast, hot fruit with a porridge and that. And then again at 12:30, she had 2 salad sandwiches. So this is where she can eat, you see. Her bowels are still working okay, so that's a plus. And then in the afternoon at 2 o'clock, the outreach worker comes. She's here 2 till 5. I went out and got some shopping done like I've started doing on Wednesdays. Had a quick coffee while I was out and just a chill half an hour to myself. But when the outreach worker first arrived, I thought, Angie used to like doing word search puzzles. She went through a phase last year, even when she's had a diagnosis, she was here, so I started getting her, just do some of these, and then it went off completely. I couldn't get her to even open the book. I'd open the book and tried to do it with her, but she weren't in, so I've not bothered with that for months and months, must be 6 months. And I just thought yesterday, rather than have the outreach worker coming around just sort of chit-chatting about nothing really, just keeping her occupied or sitting watching afternoon TV, I'll get one of the word search books out. And she loved it. I said to outreach, will you use it? She said, of course I will, that's what I'm here for. So by the time I got back, there was well into it. She was working with Angie, letting Angie doing it all. And yeah, there were loads and loads. So I'm going to get her to do a bit more of that later today. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get her doing that again. It's just a sort of motivation for the brain, really, because sometimes you can sit, we can look at them sitting around doing nothing, or even just lying in bed or just sitting on the settee watching TV in the dining room, just sort of doing nothing. Sometimes you can think it's just laziness, but it's not. It's apathy. It's apathy. It's a symptom of the dementia as well, where our brain will function into, initiating tasks that we need to get done without really thinking about it. Or you think, I need to go and get this done because, if you don't, then such and such a thing. Whereas, their brain doesn't operate like that anymore. So you've really got to put it into, like she was convinced yesterday that between the cleaner leaving and the outreach worker coming, she was convinced that she needed to go for a wash because she hadn't had one. But she had. I know because I wash her. She couldn't wash herself anyway, but she was convinced, no, I haven't had one. So you can't just say, yes, you have. You have to say, all right, okay, well, what we'll do this, I'll make you a sandwich, and then, or something similar, and we'll do it later. And then she forgets. It's mad. It's mad, really, but... So, and then last night she weren't too bad. She didn't do any hair twizzling thing last night, or she did a little bit the eyes closed thing about 9ish, about half an hour. I said, Angie, come on, I'll give her a piece of cake and ice cream. And she ate that. I mean, she took her a while to eat it and that, but then that was it then. Then she started to fall asleep. You know, the eyes were closing because she was sleeping then. So I said, right, Angela, come on, let's get you to bed. So she went to bed easy enough. So, yeah. So I told her we're going to get out today. I've been out for a couple of days. And like I said, it's a lovely day. So we'll go and get out, probably go up around the marina part, up around there, and have a coffee and a muffin, usually in Costa. That's usually what we do if we go up to the same part, and just sit in the sun, watch any boats that's coming and going if the tide's in. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to today. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's she's in a good frame of mind again, and let's get on with it. So I'm stumbling there now because I really forgot what I was going to say. So right, I'm going to get off. I'm might sit out now and just have a coffee, and then I'll do another one tomorrow. So do the usuals, please, like, follow and share, subscribe, and you take care now. Bye.